So here we are, guys, the top 10 players in FIFA 19 Ultimate Team predictions by myself, Bates87. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. If you guys have not seen any of the other rating videos, feel free to go and check them out. There's been 6 previous to this one. This is the final one, number 7 of the top 100. Don't worry, not finished there. I have been doing some more predictions, but don't worry, we have been rectifying some ones which you guys are not happy with in the previous videos, and you'll probably see them in them as well. So they'll be coming probably starting Friday or maybe even next week as well. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes, or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their links down below. If you're trying to hit over 3,000 likes, that would be brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me and hit the bell button so you never miss an upload. And also, I'm going to shout out in this video, guys, if you do want to watch me live stream on a daily basis, check me out on Facebook, fb.gg/Bates87. You can find a link down below, guys. Go and drop a follow on the page, leave a like rating on the page, and when I go live on Facebook, which is usually doing drafts in the morning or messing around on FIFA, you guys might be interested in it, so feel free to go and check that out. Yesterday, or today as I'm making this video, EA have dropped some information on FIFA 19 as well. I was going to do a video on it, but I'm not going to bother because it's mainly stuff that I've already talked about in a video after EA Play. Obviously, you get to see a lot more of it in action, including the first touches, the flicks, what else? Tactics, that's explained a little bit more in depth, and also the time shooting as well. So if you guys want to go and check that out, all of that's on EA's channels, but we're sticking primarily to what I'm hyped for, and it is player rating. So like I said, we have done all the way from 100 to 11. Today we're doing 10 to number 1. I think it's pretty easy who you think is going to be number 1. It's pretty easy who I think I've chosen anyway. You guys probably know by the way I'm acting in the video, but still people may not agree or disagree with or disagree with the ratings. If you do, and you are one of them people, guys, the comment section below is down there for you. Go and get commenting in it. I know a lot of people are like really angry about some of them. People have been really angry at ones in the past. But you got to remember, I look at it from a few different things. Not just World of Football, but also like, because you guys have seen players which have been rated really, really highly by EA Sports. They've had an absolutely fantastic season, but then they get downgraded, and the only reason being is age and other stuff like that. International reputation, with the World Cup being on the past summer as well, that could have a hit. But anyway, these are what I think are going to be the top 10 players in FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So the first one is Eden Hazard. Looking at the way he performed in the World Cup, I think he was easily Belgium's best player in the World Cup. Obviously finishing third with Belgium after beating England in the third place playoff. He was pretty ridiculous. He was also Chelsea's best player as well throughout the season. They didn't have a really good season, as a majority of you guys do know already. You follow the Premier League. Chelsea didn't really have a good season, hence why you're seeing the management change and a few personnel changes within the team as well for the coming season, which starts in a couple of weeks' time. But Eden Hazard, I think he may be a 90 already. I think he could be a 90 already, but he definitely should make it into the top 10 players in the world, in my opinion. He could even push towards a 91 rated player as well, but I've given him around even 90. I don't know, Chelsea fans may like that, Chelsea fans may not like that. Rival football fans probably don't like him being so high rated, but he's a fantastic player. Whether he's playing for Chelsea at the start of the season, that's also been thrown into the mix. There's a lot of rumours of him joining Real Madrid, and the same with Courtois as well. When we did his rating, mentioned it there, that them two have like made themselves a package deal now, and both of them could sign for Real Madrid before the window shuts. Whether he stays at Chelsea, it wouldn't really I wouldn't be really that bothered. If he was to move to Real Madrid, though, he would become a world-renowned main player. Like in Chelsea, he is surrounded by a lot of superstars, but in Real Madrid, he would be a very dominant European team, which obviously works with a lot of Champions League trophies. Whether that happens after Ronaldo gone, could he fill the boots of Ronaldo? Who knows? But it's going to be an interesting few weeks to see whether he does remain at Chelsea or takes the pay upgrade when he does move to Real Madrid, if that was to happen. So there's number 10, guys. Eden Hazard. In at number 9 is a goalkeeper, the second best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. This is my prediction. Manuel Neuer hit with a lot of injuries at the start of last season. Ulrich came in to cover for him, came back, and Neuer came back as well. He was still very sketchy, and you guys may have seen a bit of the sketchiness when it came to the World Cup as well, and he was making a few mistakes. Not really as widespread as Karius, or even the mistake that David De Gea made against Portugal, where Ronaldo levered it him and it still went in. But Manuel Neuer I have knocked down from a 91 or 92 down to a 90. I put him there because I think he still is up there He potentially could be the same rating as Neuer as well. It depends how EA do look at it. But Manuel Neuer, we have put out a 90 rated card. Obviously, the captain of Munich, and a very, very decent goalkeeper when it comes to the World Cup stage, well, the world stage as well, because he wasn't really seen as match fit, but if he was in the team, like he was pushing out the likes of ter Stegen, and you guys know how good of a season he had last season with Barca. Manuel Neuer is definitely still up there, and easily top 2 goalkeepers in the world. A lot of people prefer him to be the number 1, the sweeper keeper. He could be the number 1 keeper in the world, but for my personal preference, it is going to be another keeper in at number 1 for FIFA 19. In at number 8 is Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, the German midfielder, he scored that amazing free kick in the final stages of the game, which was a laid off. He smashed it into the far corner and give them a chance to move on through. Didn't happen though. Didn't happen. But Toni Kroos is one of the generals in the Real Madrid team, alongside the likes of Luka Modric, Casemiro, and he's been winning trophies all the way throughout his career. I rate him as one of the best midfielders in the world. Not your one which you'll probably enjoy playing with in foot because of the lack of pace that he does have. And I still can't understand how he's so slow paced, because watching him a majority of the time, he isn't slow, but he doesn't really sprint. He does a lot of the business with the dribbling and the passing, and people think he's slow, but that isn't the case. But I think he should be given a 91 rated. He has got a 90 rated card, I think, in FIFA 18 now. But do you guys agree or disagree with Toni Kroos in at number 8? Still 7 more players to go. And now, this is the number 1 goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. It is David De Gea. Obviously, if you guys have followed David De Gea through his career, when he first started playing for Manchester United, he was not a very good goalkeeper. He was similar to how Karius is now, where he's going through a really, really bad patch, making numerous amount of errors and flapping at the ball quite a lot as well. And he's turned it around. He's obviously settled down, got into the game, and I think Tobias said that something happened where he made a save, a Van Persie penalty save maybe, or a Van Persie save against him, and after that point he has been absolutely phenomenal. Now with Manchester United, we have to have a defence like him in front of him. Who knows how he will be seen, because he is tested a lot more than a lot of goalkeepers you would reckon in the world. He's like, the Manchester United defence doesn't really do much. It leaks quite a lot, and David De Gea is the final stance for stopping that ball going in net, and he does it quite a lot. Annoyingly as well, obviously Liverpool play United quite a few times throughout the season, whether it be in the FA Cup, the Premier League itself, and even in previous seasons the Europa League as well. But David De Gea has been a very annoying player to watch my team play against, and I don't know if you guys agree. Neuer 90, David De Gea 91. Maybe that's the only controversy we see in this video, but I reckon De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world. In at number 6 is the joint best central midfielder in the world. After the World Cup with Croatia, Luka Modric was seen as one of the best creative players. Like, he was non-stop. He was absolutely non-stop throughout the World Cup, and obviously that's why he walked away as was it player of the tournament that he walked away with? He walked away with something at the final. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been player of the tournament. Luka Modric, absolutely ridiculous. Just before the World Cup, he walked away with a Champions League medal again. And he was tearing up that game. He was doing bits to Liverpool in the midfield, and he was having fun doing it as well. Now you guys may remember Luka Modric used to play for Spurs, and he's come a long way since then, and cements himself. I would easily say, like, I don't know what he is in FIFA. I reckon he's massively underrated in FIFA, and I've given this rating based on how like the top tier players are rated. So let's check Luka Modric. Is he an 89 or a 90? So it's interesting because Luka Modric is rated as an 89 rated midfielder, which I think is absolutely crazy when you've got another player which got a January upgrade to 91 who also gets an upgrade as well in this video. Now with that said, I reckon Luka Modric is the best central midfielder in the world, joint close by someone else, but I'd maybe put Luka above this player just because of the trophies that Modric has won in his career. And do you guys agree? 92 rated for Modric, too high or too low? And that next player, guys, is Kevin De Bruyne. He is phenomenal. Some of the passes that he makes, I don't even know how he does it. You guys probably don't know how you do it, how he does it. He's a crazy player. He's a leader. He's a funny guy as well, if you guys watch videos. Even when Miniminter smashed that ball in off the post and smacked him in the head with the Rabona penalty he did for the promotion of Man City. But Kevin De Bruyne, brilliant season with City. Could have easily been player of the season as well, but Mohamed Salah did pip him to it, which was fair, in my opinion. Obviously, goals are rewarded a lot more in football than anything else, but I thought Kevin De Bruyne definitely had a massive shout for it. I've rated him the same as Luka Modric, but easily De Bruyne could remain at that 91 rated card that he's got. That's what I was talking about. He went from an 89 to a 91, whereas Modric stayed at 89, and I think they're both top-level players, the best at what they do, and both of them are obviously critical to the teams respectively, with Real Madrid with Modric and Man City with De Bruyne. And now we've hit the top 4, guys. Top 4, I think it was pretty easy which was coming. Suarez, I've gone with 92. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't hate him. I love Suarez. I think he's a brilliant striker. Is he the best striker in the world? Maybe. I've kept him the same rating that he is in FIFA 18. He may drop down to a 91, but he's had a really good season with Barcelona. He didn't have really a good World Cup. He obviously scored a few goals. He missed a few easy opportunities. You guys might remember that chance he missed in the group stages, which he put wide, and we all thought it was a goal, but it wasn't. But Suarez have remained at a 92 rated. It could easily be a 91 as well, pushing down as well. But I've definitely put him up there as one of the best players, and obviously he's surrounded by quality players in Coutinho now, Messi, Arthur, is it Arthur or Arthur? Arthur, I think the new signing is as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the dynamic of Barcelona changes next season, with obviously Suarez being the main man up front. But he's not the only Barcelona player in the remaining 4, guys. We've still got one more to go, but the next one is from Liga 1. And that player is Neymar. Neymar, the left wing for PSG, was out injured quite a lot of the season last season, but when he played, he was just having fun in the league, mocking people, mocking teams with the skills, the goals he was scoring. A lot of arguments as well with Cavani about penalty kicks and free kicks, etc. And he actually got a little bit of stick during the World Cup. Fair and undeserved stick, I would say, as well, because he spent a majority of the time in his World Cup on the floor, rolling around, play acting, and it was a little bit frustrating to watch as a viewer, a neutral, not even a Brazilian fan, or just a football fan. It was annoying to see how much Neymar was on the floor trying to trick the referee. But few of the times the tackles were dirty, but I still think a few too many rolls for my liking. But that shouldn't take away from the ability and skills that Neymar has. He is definitely a top tier player. A lot of people have been saying, a lot of news outlets have been saying that he was going to be signing as a replacement for Ronaldo and will be joining the Real Madrid ranks. Real Madrid have come out and said that is not going to be the case. He's going to remain with PSG for another season. See where that takes him. At least it's probably going to guarantee him a few more trophies with PSG. Obviously walking away with the domestic ones. Whether he can get a European trophy with PSG, time will tell. But we have kept Neymar at the 92 rated card he is. And obviously, who knows how much he's going to be in FIFA 19. But he is a face star now, so that's why I don't think EA are going to touch him in terms of dropping him from a 92 any further down. Or even up, I'm saying that as well. Number 2, Lionel Messi. Easily Ronaldo and Messi could be the same rating. Easily. 2 different styles of players. One of them's a very front-forward player, very attacker, clinical finisher, ridiculous player, which is Ronaldo. And the other one is a brilliant, like the best in the world at creative, pulling the ball from midfield into attack, linking up the ball to other attackers, and you guys have seen it all the way throughout Messi's career. I still don't understand why people compare these two. And obviously with FIFA and having ratings, we're going to have to compare them. But Messi is a different player to Ronaldo. Completely different. You can't compare them, in my opinion. You can compare them with stats and stuff in terms of goals and assists they get, but that's what they are. They're different. Ronaldo's a goal scorer. Messi is a creative player who can also put the ball in the net from set pieces as well. Now, he didn't really have a good World Cup. Ronaldo had an alright World Cup, especially the game against Spain, but Messi and the Argentina team completely let him down. If Argentina had an amazing World Cup and progressed through, and Messi had an amazing World Cup, we maybe could have seen Messi come to that 94 rated. We may have seen that. But that isn't to be. Messi's been rated 93, the same as he is now. I've not changed him. I wouldn't ever downgrade Messi, I don't think, unless he had an absolutely atrocious season. But he never has one of them. He always has fantastic seasons. He got the La Liga trophy with Barca this season as well. Is he... I don't know. When do you think the demise of Messi will come? Do you think he's going to be the same as Ronaldo, where neither of them demise? They just go on to bigger and better things? Or do you think that this rating should be 94? You guys let me know in the comments below as regards to Messi. I think it's pretty obvious who's going to be number 1 now. Dejan Lovren. It's not Dejan Lovren, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The fresh new signing for Juventus, major money move. A lot of the money was recouped already by Adidas, who got a big cut of shirt sales in the first day. But Ronaldo, you guys have seen this card in FIFA already. It is a 94 rated striker for Juventus. I can't see EA changing his rank down. He's still the #1 main player on the cover star. He's a cover star of FIFA 19. He's obviously won the Champions League. He did insane for Portugal in one game against Spain. I thought the rest of the time is a little bit meh. But he's still the Ronaldo that he is, still pretty good. Had a fantastic season for Real Madrid. Alright with Portugal, and it's going to be interesting to see how he is in FIFA 19 when he's with Juventus. Reason being, apart from Itane, I don't really see many players rock Serie A teams. Is he going to be cheaper than now? Than he would be in FIFA 18? Potentially. But depends what happens with with Serie A players. It's going to be an interesting mix to see if this actually does pull not only the league back in real life, because a lot of people are thinking Ronaldo's going to completely change the league, but is Ronaldo going to be going to make me change to Serie A teams rather than La Liga? I don't know. They're surrounded by class. There's a lot of brilliant players. But that's it done, guys. The top 100 ratings. The top 3, Neymar, Messi and Ronaldo. 94, 93, 92. Do you agree or disagree with them ratings, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious to get your thoughts. I can imagine it may kick up a little bit of a fuss between Ronaldo and Messi fans. This isn't the case of this video. I don't aim to do that. But obviously Ronaldo's the goal scorer. He puts the ball in the back of the net. And Messi is completely different. That's the way I do see it anyway. So if you guys have enjoyed the ratings video, feel free to go and check all the other ratings ones we have done in the past. They all can be found on the channel as well over the past week. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some more rating videos in the future where we'll be correcting quite a few of them. Correcting them to what you guys think, just so it's like a middle ground. And some of them maybe not. Maybe I've stood strong on some of them as well. But that's it done, guys. The top 100 rating predictions are finished. The next thing we've got to wait for really is EA Sports to publish the top 100 player ratings for themselves. I reckon we've highly rated quite a lot of them because we started off with the 184 rated player. I have missed a few looking back, guys, the likes of Sane, Edison as well, but don't worry, I'll be covering them in another video, so apologies for that. But then again, it wouldn't really change much towards the back end of the ratings anyway, just because we started off so high regardless. But leave a like, guys, subscribe now. Until next time, bye bye.